So it occurred to me that I might have said something that actually led to more confusion for you guys, and I wanted to clarify that. I talk about two different things, and they seem like they work in a little bit of opposition. The first thing that I talk about a lot all the time is the noisy social space, providing context to stand out amongst the crowd. Everybody's talking, 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 and you're going to get lost in that mix, so make sure you stand out away from them. And the other side of that coin, I mentioned something just the other day about not worrying about the competition. Who cares about what they're saying? Don't obsess over them. Focus on your customer, on your end user, on whoever your engagement's coming from, and worry about them. And then it occurred to me, I was thinking, and I said, this may not make a whole lot of sense if I'm telling you to watch what's being said so you can stand out from it, and then don't watch what's being said and look at your customer. So it sounds complicated. It's really not. It's really the same thing when you get right down to it. So let's go back in time for a quick second, and we look at back in the day when it was quiet and there was just one, two, three people sitting in a room talking, and it didn't matter what you said, as long as you said something, your message was guaranteed to get heard because nobody was listening and social media was quiet. And then the room filled up and you had to get really, really loud. So that's the part where we say, watch what they're saying. And then it turned out that loud was just not enough. So you had to distance yourself and separate yourself and contextually be unique. So that's the one side of it. You really do have to do that. The other side of it is that you've got your end user, the people that have liked your page, that are engaging with your brand, that are evangelists and loyalists and things of that nature. So how do we strike that balance? How do we find the line? And it's really simpler than it sounds. When you really get down to it, you need to know what your competition is doing as a whole, as an industry. If the space is moving this way, you don't want to move that way. But you don't want to watch every individual person, every individual competitor, because you could spend your life obsessing over every last little detail. Look, there are other agencies that are bigger than me, and there are agencies that are the same size as JVIC Media. So, I keep an eye on it. We pay attention. I see what's what. I'm not running a race against Gary Vaynerchuk and VaynerMedia, but you want to know what they're doing because, again, if the whole industry is about to take a left turn, I want to make sure that I'm not going right. Standing by yourself is good at a party, but you don't want to go to the wrong address, is what we're getting down to. So, but again, just don't pay attention to every last little thing. And then you've got your customers on the other end. I say focus on them, obsess on them. And that's really what it comes down to. It's big rocks and little rocks. Spend your time with the big rocks. When you're zoomed out and you're looking at the industry, that's when you want to look at your competition and everybody else and know what they're up to and what the space is doing and whatever's popular and key. But when you're zoomed all the way in and you're looking at the little rocks, that's when you really want to pay attention to your customers because you want to know what drives them, what moves them, what impresses them, what they hate, right? And they're telling you this all day long. The things that they comment on is what they love. The things they don't comment on is what they don't love. Things they comment on is what they hate because they're going to tell you either I love it or I hate it. The things that they don't comment on, they're not important enough. So, see what gets a rise out of people. That's the details. That's the fine print. Watch those trends, the ups and downs and likes, comments and shares and retweets and favorites and pins and etc. Those are the little rocks. Those are the zoomed in things. That's when you're looking at it with a fine-tooth comb about what makes everybody really excited. And then overall, we're checking out what the industry is up to. So I just realized that, I say do this, and I say do this, and it's not really it. It's do this from one perspective, do this from the other perspective, and what you realize is that those two things will, in fact, meet in the middle. If the zoomed out competition, that part's easy, but if you get stuck on that and you think you may be paying just too close attention to what every Joe Schmo competitor is doing, then let me know, and we'll find the right balance about how much you should focus on these people. And if you think that maybe you're missing some key signals on what your customers or potential customers are doing, then let me know. And we'll make sure that we're looking at the right metrics. We'll see what matters, right? We'll analyze that data the right way. Return data is thing that social has, that one-way traditional media never did have. But if you're measuring the wrong metrics, you're on the wrong scale. You measure in feet when you should be looking at inches. And we'll help iron that out for you. So anyway, hopefully that clears it up for you. Let me know, and we'll talk it through further. Keep the idea of customers in your head, though, because it's something I need to talk to you about in the near future. And customers are doing some funny things in their behavior when it comes to technology and social. We're going to need to address that. So I need to just finish gathering some data and some thoughts, and then we'll talk about it. Okay? Stay tuned. We'll talk soon.